everybody, and welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert. My name is Lori Albert, and I am a medium and intuitive. Spiritually Speaking is an interactive, intuitive, feel-good conversation that embraces all things spiritual. Each week, we discuss different spiritual or life topics, and I have occasional guests on, and I have the spirit line for you guys to call in and be part of the conversation, or if you'd like to receive a reading, because I do give readings. So I'm so glad you guys are here. It's going to be an interesting show, I have to tell you that. And the reason I say that is because this is, you know, I've alluded to this sort of conversation for a couple of weeks, and you know what? I'm there tonight. So I'm excited for you guys to be here. Okay, so yeah, it's been a crazy week, right? I say that, I feel like I say that every single week. It's been a crazy week, right? It has, though, this week. It's been nuts. So what we're going to do first, before we get in, is we are going to, first of all, okay, we are going to sage. So I've got my sage, I've got my trusty thing, and we are going to say our little prayer and cleanse. Cleanse. Hi, Kelly from Virginia. We are cleansing right now, folks, and we're going to say our little prayer. Thank you to John Edward, who does this prayer. It's like awesome. I break up and release all stagnant and negative energy from this place. May peace, light, and divine love protect us and be ever present. So, that's that. Thank you. Welcome to the show. And we are officially, and I realized I had these and I wanted to start using them, so. And we have begun. So, isn't that great? I love these. I forgot I had them, and they're good for the show because it sort of starts, when you ding it once, it sort of opens up the circle, right? So I love that. So, all right, so welcome to the show. All right, so this is the plan for tonight. And hi, Eric, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So tonight's plan for the show is, okay, so I'm going to read our horoscope for this week. It's pretty crazy, and it's not bad. Last week was kind of not so great, but this week I feel like it's good, right? So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to lead this meditation on focusing on our throat chakra. And this meditation is going to be so good. I'm really, really happy to be doing this because you know what? And it sort of fits in with the theme of the show, okay? And then I'm going to talk about, yep, I'm going to do it. I've been struggling this week, and I want to tell you guys about this because, you know, I always said I'm bringing my life to the show, so this is what I'm going to talk about. I've been struggling this week. Struggling because I look at myself as a spiritual being. I try really hard to live my life in love and peace and joy and all of that stuff. But, yes, humanity takes over, right? Humanity can take over, and I struggle with that. I struggle with the spiritual being that I am having the human experience. And I struggle on several levels. So I'm going to get into that later, but it's a fantastic conversation, and I hope you guys get something out of it because it fits right in, obviously, with what's going on in our country and, well, all over the world, actually, right now. So yeah, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines and take your calls, and we can chat. My chat is up, so you can say hi for now. I'm not going to be answering questions until I'm done with this because I really want to share this with you guys because I feel like that this is a conversation that needs to be had. Okay, so I want to start out with, okay, what am I starting out with? Okay, I'm starting out with the horoscope for this week. Oh, goodness, right? Okay, so this is rulingplanets.com. Christopher Renstrom, I talk about him occasionally, so he's fantastic, right? So this is what he says for this week, and it started yesterday. On June 18th, yesterday, Neptune turns retrograde. Neptune is the planet of hope. Maybe you're hoping that someone you're in love with will love you back, wishing for a better life, or feeling like this time a lucky break really will work out. Neptune is the arch nemesis of cynics and skeptics. That's because they were dreamers once, but never got over the disappointment of their bubbles being burst, which is why they're driven to burst the bubbles of others. So get ready for your bubbles to be burst. So sorry to fill you in on that there. It's true that Neptune retrograde almost always brings disillusionment. We're told that disillusionment is bad, but it actually frees you to get to know that person you've been idolizing, to try on that better life for size, and to pick up that broken lucky break and to make something of it. So it ends up being positive, right? I always make something positive out of everything, right? Neptune retrograde is the first step in your creative process. Neptune will be retrograde, get this, June 18th through November 24. So that's pretty crazy. That's crazy. So new things coming, right? And this is the time. This is what I got from that. This is the time to start anew. You know, grab that bull by the horns and just go and do what you need to do. I love that. Love that. Hi, Judy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, so what I learned about Neptune, because I am not, I don't do horoscopes. That's not what I do. I am into it, though. I am very interested in it, but I wouldn't call myself an astrologer. Okay, but this is what I found out. Neptune being retrograde is... this is what sort of can happen or we can expect. It's typically a planet associated with imagination and your personal excuses that you've made for yourself, right? Your personal excuses, like, oh, I haven't done this because I haven't done that kind of thing, right? When it goes retrograde, this daily horoscope says, it can feel like we've had a bucket of cold water splashed on our faces. Apparently, we will have some truths to face. It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting wake-up call, and it motivates me. I'm motivated for this. You know, I mean, let's use this kind of like the new moon or something, right? Let's use this to just forward ourselves into something new, into a new train of thought or something new in your life, right? And Judy, you say, I need a new everything in my life. This is the time. I love that. Let's be positive about this. That's great. Oh, I feel so invigorated. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Thanks for joining tonight. I appreciate it. So, okay. So that is the horoscope for the week. Very interesting. If you missed it or if you want to read that again, you can go to rulingplanets.com. Neptune being in retrograde is going to be until, what did I say, November 24th. So I'm thinking we have time to like get it together. So there you go. All right. So next we're going to do, before I get into what I gave myself a reading this week, or actually yesterday when I was getting ready for the show. And I can't wait to share this with you guys. You know, Spirit is so cool. I love what I do, you guys. I know you know that, but I just love what I do. But anyway, before I get into that, I want to do this meditation. It's on the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is apropos right now because it's about speaking, living, and being our truth, right? So like when you speak, your throat chakra is about speaking, right? And your throat, I guess I should say, your throat is about speaking and you know, being who you're supposed to be. And that's what, you know, are you speaking your truth? Are you being who you're supposed to be in this world? I love that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick meditation. And so I want everybody to sit in a relaxed place. Whew, and let's start getting that stress to leave our bodies today, right? We need that stress to just go away. So let's take a couple of nice, cleansing, deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's take another deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. As we're breathing, let's breathe in love and peace. And as we breathe out and exhale, we exhale all the stress and sadness and any negative or sad emotions that are not for our highest and greatest good. Let's just breathe that out. And breathe in, inhale only love. I'd like for us to put our attention and focus on our throat chakra. Our throat chakra is in the throat area, and the color represented with the throat chakra is that really cool mid-blue color. So it's like a middle blue color. I want you to imagine that right at your throat. I want you to imagine the room filling up with that glowing, beautiful blue. Fill up your entire room. Imagine your entire room just filling up with that beautiful, really, really cool blue color. And let's sit in this energy for a few minutes, focusing on allowing ourselves to be who we are supposed to be in this life. Living our truth and being exactly who we are meant to be, while taking away and dropping all the reasons and excuses that we have for not living that life of who we are supposed to be. And as we sit with our eyes closed, feeling comfortable in this amazingly beautiful glowing blue light, repeat after me to yourself the following. I am truth. I am my truth. My truth is who I am, and who I am is my truth. I accept myself for who I am. I love and accept myself for everything that I am and everything that I am not. I am my truth. Namaste. Oh, that was so beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. So anytime you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed that meditation. That was really sort of apropos with what I want to talk about tonight. So really, you know, your throat chakra is so important. I mean, they're all of the chakras are important, but it's really important for me anyway, in helping me to be who I'm supposed to be in this world. It took me a long time to get there. It took me a long time to get there, right? So, all right. So, oh, we have a whole bunch of people joining us. Holly and Kathy and Deborah. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. Yeah, so thanks for joining tonight, everybody. Okay, so this is what I want to talk about tonight, okay? The topic for the evening. And then after that, I will open up the phone lines and you guys can ask questions on the chat after I talk about this, because I really want to tell you what happened yesterday. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been struggling this week. I look at myself, and this is a Wayne Dyer quote, not a Lori quote, you know. I am a spiritual being having a human experience. Okay, I love Wayne Dyer, right? Wayne Dyer is like the best, right? And so I want to say that again because I want you guys to get that. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I'm an empath as well. And so, you know, with the events of everything going on lately, it's been like, oh my gosh, right? Like so much has been thrown at me. I swear you know, yeah, the feelings. I mean, you guys can understand. I've talked about this a gazillion times, you know, but I'm an empath who just is, yeah, it gets to be a lot, especially when it involves children, right? So I debated, here's the thing, I debated so much about whether to talk about this on the show, but like I said, you guys know I like to bring my life to this show, and this is it. This is my life, right? It's okay. I'm learning that it's okay to have opinions. That's the human side of us, right? And I'm allowed to have my spirituality. Okay? Should I speak up my opinion? Will it alienate people from me? I never would want that, right? Why can't everyone just love each other? Oh my gosh. And I know I always say that, and it's me being naive, but it just seems so easy to understand to me. I just don't get it. Why can't we all just love each other? You know, I know you guys can say it. And we should love our pets, and our pets should love us. And I know I'm naive. I know that that's something that is not quite necessarily the way the world is, the human of us is, but you know, so at any rate, so here are the points at balancing our spirituality and our human nature, okay? Wanting peace and love to be prevalent in the world, but yet speaking up and speaking your truth for what seems to be wrong, right? I really believe we are allowed to have our opinions, obviously. We were given free will. We were given free will in when we came down and decided to have a human experience, right? We can really, it's true, we can do or say anything we want, right? That's the bottom line. But spiritually here is the issue, though. It's about spirituality. If I started talking about my opinion of the situation, is that furthering love and peace? This is like what I've been struggling with. Is that furthering the love and peace that I want to create in the world? Or is it perpetuating the negativity that is definitely out there, right? So, interesting conversation, right? This is like a big conversation. Oh, who have we had? Okay, Debbie and Melinda and Delia and Kathy, thank you guys for joining tonight. This is a big conversation, and if you guys just bear with me, I appreciate this conversation, right? Okay, so I've always been the kind of person that gets stuff done. I'm the go-to person, right? I've held jobs where that is my thing that I'm supposed to do, right? When something is wrong, just go get Lori, she'll fix it. I find a way to fix it. Okay, I can't fix what is going on in the world right now, and I can't fix what is going on with these children, right? And we've all seen, if you haven't, God bless you that you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen or heard these cries and these children and all of that stuff going on, it's crazy. It's just crazy, right? I can't fix this. right? So what do I do? How do I deal with this, right? So what did I do yesterday? I thought I wanted to talk about this, but then I thought, you know what? I'm going to go to the Ascended Masters. Who better than to go to the Ascended Masters to figure out how to fix this, right? Pretty cool. So I happen to have, which is cool here, oops. I happen to have Doreen Virtue's Ascended Master card deck, and I don't know if you guys can see that. And there's a ton of Ascended Masters, right? She is, I mean, everybody like Jesus and Moses and Melchizedek and Mother Mary and you know, it's just there's a lot of people here I don't even know. So it's fun to learn, right? So I decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Ascended Masters and I'm going to figure this out. So you guys are going to love this, right? The first card I pick up, okay, because I wanted to know how can I deal with this, right? So the first card I pick up says, I love Spirit, right? You are seeing this situation accurately. And it just cracked me up because the reality is that that's the truth. I mean, okay, I'm not saying that I'm seeing that I am accurate. I'm saying that I am seeing the situation accurately in that I'm in a conundrum. Is that the right word? There's a conundrum here of spiritual life and human existence, right? So, oh my gosh, I am seeing it appropriately. So, this is what it says when you pull out the card, okay? It says, well, the Ascended Master on the card, I guess I should tell you that, is Horus, okay? Now, Horus is the Egyptian falcon-headed sky and sun god whose parents were Osiris and Isis. He was conceived after his mother brought his father back from the dead with the help of the sun god Ra. One of Horus's eyes was injured. I'm going to put that up there so I don't know if you guys can see that. One of his eyes was injured during a battle in the revenge for his father's death. This is why Horus is represented with one large and clear-seeing eye, which is right there, okay? You can call upon Horus for help with spiritual or physical sight, including insight and truth about situations. Hello? I mean, do you saw how many cards there are? And isn't it ironic that I would pick that one? Spirit knows what they're doing. Spirit, they just know, you know, so... Anyway, so that was the first card, right? Oh, this gets better, okay? I promise I'm going to open up the phone lines and you guys can call in or chat and stuff, right? Okay, so, you know, okay, so this is what I want to say about this. I believe that it's possible to have both a human experience and spirituality and to feel completely fulfilled, okay? It is okay to have an opinion and it's okay to share it. We need to share who we are to feel fully self-expressed in this world. This is the only way that we can truly be who we are, hence the throat chakra, right? It all works itself out. You know, Spirit just has plans for this show. You guys should know that by now, right? So, you know, and I struggle, here's the thing though, I struggle with this because I never want to offend anybody. I mean, truly, I never would want to offend anybody. But I also really need to share my views. I try to keep it in appropriate venues, you know, Facebook. I don't know if that's appropriate or inappropriate, but you know, I mean, other people do it, so, you know. Okay, and you know, and I try not to get personal about it. I try really hard, and I try to always come back to a place of love for that, okay? So I guess the bottom line is that I'm learning to not be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings by my own personal views, but I'm not pushing my opinions on anybody, okay? So I think that could be part of my own personal balance. This is all me, right? This doesn't have to be you guys, and I would love your opinions, you know, if you guys want to talk about it. So that's great. Okay, so if no one ever shared, here's my philosophy on this, is if no one ever shared their thoughts or ideas, what would life be about, right? I mean, you guys wouldn't be listening to this right now, right? So what would we be doing? Okay, so anyway, the second card, okay? Again, trust. It was trust, right? So how cool is that? And the Ascended Master on this card is Vishnu, Okay, now Vishnu is the Hindu god who works alongside with the gods Brahma and Shiva to preserve the world. I'm not lying about this, right? He brings about harmony when powers become unbalanced and provides protection and mercy to all. A benevolent and loving deity, Vishnu can help you feel safe about your current and future life. Isn't that hysterical? Okay, so that comes from the book, by the way. That's from the book that talks about each of the cards. Okay, so yeah, I need to trust. This is what I got for me. I want to trust myself. I want to be good about trusting myself and trusting that I am being who I'm supposed to be in this world. Again, the throat chakra, right? So that was the second card. Okay, then the last card that I picked, right? It's just hysterical. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining. We are talking about I want to tell you guys, if anybody's just joined, we are talking about living a life balancing our spiritual, being a spiritual being and having a human existence, okay? And the reading I gave myself yesterday, right? So the third card that I got was meditate. I mean, really? I mean, out of all the cards, isn't it rather ironic that I need to, I picked out this card. These cards, it just cracks me up. But at any rate, so the Ascended Master on this one is Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, okay? And Siddhartha Gautama devoted his life to finding an end to suffering. I really want to say I S-U not, but it's true. That's what it says. That's what the book said, right? I happen to love Vishnu and Siddhartha. They're pretty amazing, I guess you'd say, ascended masters. I will say it that way. Okay, so what he did was he renounced his family's wealth and he tried several different spiritual paths, okay, in his quest for spiritual growth. He finally had insight that moderation was the path to enlightenment. He also demonstrated the benefits and importance of meditation, and many of his insights occurred as he meditated beneath the Bodhi tree. So you call upon Siddhartha Gautama for help in developing your meditation practice, to practice moderation, and to overcome any form of suffering. So, my feeling about choosing this card is actually, aside from the fact that it's meditation, it's to find peace with this situation, right? I need to meditate more, and I need to meditate more deeply. And something I've decided to add in to my meditations, and you guys may want to try this because the idea of this is really incredible. Before you sit down to meditate, decide that you're going to devote that particular meditation to somebody, something, whatever, or, these children that are alone and suffering because they've been separated from their families, right? So, really interesting stuff, right? So that's my story. That's the reading I gave myself yesterday. I mean, it's just crazy. So what I will do is I will open up the chat. So obviously you guys are already here. So if you have any questions or you want a reading, you can call in. The call-in number is 818-835-5885, or you can ask a question on the chat. And yay! And guess what? I have my magnifying glass. I have my magnifying glass so I can see all of this stuff. Delia! So I understand you, Lori. Yesterday, the hip-hop world lost a young artist, and yeah, it hit home. And you lost your brother to gun violence. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. The comments that people were saying were horrible. The human experience is painful. It is. Nobody said it was going to be easy, right? And that's the crappy part, Nobody said it was going to be easy. You don't understand, what she says is, I don't understand how some people can be so cruel. And you know what? That's part of my whole thing. I just don't understand where is this cruelty coming from? It's just, I just don't understand it, And it makes me really sad too, because We don't need to be that way. And again, I know it's my naivete, but it blows my mind how cruel we can be to each other, you know? So we can speak our truth, live our truth, be who we're supposed to be in the world, and spread love, right? In your meditations, spread love to the world. Oh, we have a caller. So I'm going to pick up this call. Hi there, you are live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Lori. It's me, Delia, again.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for calling.
I'm doing good. Okay. So the reason for my call today, I just shared with you my feelings about the young artist that hip-hop, the world lost yesterday, right?
Yes. I forget his name, but I did see it. What was his name?
Triple X
yes.
Tension, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now, so yesterday I woke up really sad, just so brokenhearted, and I feel that when I get like that, my brother is around with me. I feel like when my brother pays me a visit, I'm very sensitive to his energy.
Right.
And so I went to the nail shop yesterday, and the nail lady, the nail technician, told me, you have to let your brother go because you're not letting him rest in peace.
No.
I just
gosh. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just
so
disagree.
My question.
I'm
exactly.
Sorry. I don't mean
you.
to disagree with her, but I disagree.
Right. So I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I said, well, because she said, you have your life here on earth, and he cannot move forward and go to heaven because you have him here trapped.
Well, you know
and
what?
I really disagree with her.
Right. Okay. And here's the thing. And I'm sitting here going, no. But you know what? I realized I shouldn't have reacted like that, because here's the thing. We are all entitled to our own beliefs. Okay. So respectfully to your friend there, you know, I respectfully disagree. So I'm just going to say that. You know, we have to respect each other. And so I apologize for having that knee-jerk reaction to that.
Right.
But here's the thing, and again, this is all this show is all my own opinion. So you know, you can take what you want from it, and you can throw away the rest, right? So here's what I want to say about this, though, and this is what I personally have learned from those that have crossed over. First of all, I wouldn't say, when you called and you mentioned that you were sad yesterday and you felt your brother around, I feel like that your brother knows when you're going to be sad and is there to comfort you. So I feel like it's kind of like the opposite of what you're saying. Like, you feel like when you feel the sadness, it's your brother. But I feel like that you're having the human experience of sadness, and your brother is there. You feel him because he's there comforting you. He is so fine. I think I told you this before. He is so fine on the other side. He is absolutely fine on the other side. I mean, you know.
Yes, it's him.
I mean, he is completely fine on the other side, and we need to understand what, you know, I shouldn't say we need to understand. That's really not what I want to say. I want to say that we don't understand. Actually, that's what I want to say. We don't understand what it's like to be on the other side until we get there, right? They can tell us stuff. They can tell us that they're fine. And I've said this a gazillion times, but I have been told by more than one spirit from the other side that the idea of love that we know here doesn't even cut it on the other side. It's such a small piece of what we have, what there is to be had on the other side. So I just want to tell you that. So Delia, don't, you know, I just want you to encourage you to talk to your brother. Keep talking to him.
Yes.
That's what I would say. I think that he was sort of like, I feel like that, was he sort of a little bit nervous to show his emotion? I shouldn't say nervous to show his emotion, but I'm getting somebody sort of like sitting back. He was like sort of, didn't really talk, didn't really show his emotion too much. But when that subject came up and you just told me that, and I had that big knee-jerk reaction, he started laughing. So does that make sense to you? Like,
It makes sense, but no, he wore his heart on his sleeve. But let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
So yesterday, the guy that they murdered, actually, it hit home, and it brought back a lot of memories. And I relived the day that I lost my brother, because my brother got murdered in his car. He was sitting inside his BMW,
so
and that is exactly how.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Yes, yes. So I even thought just the way you thought. I was like, my brother knew I was going to be sad. I was feeling this sadness that the world was about to feel, and that's why he was here with me. You know, so I just kind of think that my brother, just like you said, I really agree with you. He was down here to take care of me, kind of preparing me for what I was going to feel last night.
Yeah, and I really want to tell you that I really feel also that you you obviously are an empath. So
very, very much so.
Yeah, and you know, we have to, as empaths, we have to rely as much as we can on our spirit guides and our loved ones in spirit, for sure, because that's the only way to get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. Gosh.
So I could keep grieving him, and I could keep crying to him, and I'm not keeping him trapped here, right?
Not to my belief system. No, I don't believe so. And what I would like to say is that he wants to be here to comfort you. And, you know,
Thank you. Oh, my God.
You know, and here's the thing, rejoice when he comes around. You know, don't worry so much, because he's not going to just come to you when you're sad. He's going to come to you when you're happy sometimes too. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
You know? Okay? Keep that in mind.
Thank you, Lori, so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, and my love to you, and I'm so sorry about your brother, and I'm sorry about Triple X. That was just, it's just sad, you know. There's, again, no reason for it. Like, I can't fathom it, so, but I wish you the best.
Right.
I wish you well.
Thank you, Lori.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great night. Take care of yourself, and keep talking to your brother.
I will. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Gosh, and that's, you know, and that's the thing. I think we need to really just be aware of our feelings. Yeah. So, okay. Wow. Okay, so Tanya says, how do I get my son to move out? Well, remember I was saying before about the human experience? You know, I don't know any, wait, what does that say? I don't know how actions enter people's mind, let alone act them out. Yeah, I know, I agree too. I agree. How do you get your son to move out? You know, you may or may not like this. I believe honesty is the best policy. Sit him down, say, I love you, but I think it's time for you to move out. I'm sorry, I hope that's, you know, but again, you know, my whole thing is, and you know, I am not perfect. Do not even ever think that I'm trying to say that I am, but in situations like that, you have to just be straightforward, I think. So, yeah, so anyway. Okay, so Gina says, I lost my best friend Arlene a long time ago, and I want to know how she's doing on the other side. Oh, wow. Cool. Oh, that's fun. Okay, Gina. Arlene. Okay, so I have to say, I'm actually sensing two people coming in together. I don't know if they're the same or not. I feel like it's a mother-daughter. I don't know if Arlene's mother is in spirit as well, but I feel like it's like a mother-daughter. Brown hair. The daughter has brown hair. Wow, nice energy. I mean, I can feel the goosebumps on my head. That's when I know the energy is getting big, right? So, I feel like, boy, I'll tell you, she was just, if this is who you're trying to hear from, Gina, I really feel like the younger daughter was just the sweetest thing. I don't feel like that she was a big, gregarious person. I feel like that she was just this really nice, well, she's showing me to be like a younger girl. You know, like 20s, something like that. That doesn't mean she died when she was in her 20s, but that's how she's showing herself to me to be. I think she loved kids. Oh, she passed away with her kid. Oh, so oh, okay. So did her child have brown hair? Because I'm feeling like the child has brown hair. So, yeah, so I just want to say that they're together. If she passed away with her child, they're together. I feel like one of them is showing me when they were in their 20s. And I actually feel like it's the younger one. I feel like it's the younger kid. The child is in the 20s, and then an older woman, and they're together, and they're just beautiful, sweet. Oh, she was pregnant. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe her mother. Okay, so answer me this, Gina. Is her mother in spirit? Is Arlene's mother in spirit? Because I'm not seeing a baby. That doesn't mean anything. Don't make it mean anything. But I'm not seeing a baby, but I am seeing a mother. And I feel like that they're together. They are, they're just the nicest people, just sweet as all get out. Never wanted to cause any waves with people. That's just what I'm getting from this lady. Oh, so her mother is not crossed over. Okay, well then maybe this is her child. But I will say that this mother-daughter is together, and they're just beautiful people, just lovely, lovely, sweet, sweet people. And they are absolutely fine on the other side. She's showing me a house with a lot of, oh, you think it might be her grandma. Okay, I get that. That would make sense. But I'm seeing a house with like a ton of flowers, like all different color flowers, right? I'm seeing a house, like I feel like the front, it might be the back, but I feel like that in the yard, there was like a ton of different color flowers. And I feel like that she's living there now. Like I feel like she's in that, living in that house, like on the other side, like, you know, I don't know if that's even what they do, but you know, but I feel like that she's living in that house with all these beautiful flowers. So, and just peaceful. I feel completely at peace. So I will give you that about your friend. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. I feel completely peaceful when, she comes through. So I will tell you that. Okay, so before that, okay, so Kathy says, do I have a spirit in my house sometimes? I will make sure the alarm does if it comes in the dryer when the clothes are finished, but then it would go off anyway. That's great. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not getting that that's a spirit, Kathy. I'm sorry. I know that you probably want to like know for sure, but I'm not sensing that it's a spirit. I feel like that it's some sort of, maybe, I don't want to say malfunction, but it's something along those lines. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. When there's a spirit in your house, I think you kind of know. Sometimes they do come in and they'll turn off the dryer, or they'll turn a light on, or they'll do this or whatever. But yeah, I'm just not getting it. Sorry, Kathy. But you know what? I think that if you, okay, let me just give you a little bit of a psychic reading, Kathy, okay? I want to say that you have gifts. Right? You have the beginnings of these gifts, and I am really kind of getting that you need to meditate, and I am getting that you have first of all, I'm getting that you have a really big heart, and that you are the type of person that yeah, has a really big heart. And this type of work, if you chose to actually develop it and get into it, you could really help a lot of people. And I feel like you already do help a lot of people, Kathy. So so just know that. I feel like that you do help a lot of people, and I just want you to know that that's beautiful. Your doorbell goes off all the time and no one's there. Oh gosh. So yeah, talk to your spirit guides about that. Talk to your spirit guides about the doorbell, okay? Oh, you're a caregiver, and there you have it. Yeah, I get a real kind-hearted person, and so I guess you need to, I know a lot of caregivers, you have to have a big heart to do that job. More power to you, and I thank you for what you do, because there needs to be more people like you. But I will say, you do, oh, you know what too? As far as you, Kathy, I really am kind of feeling like some of your people that you have been caregiver for might be hanging around, and I think that that's why you're thinking that these things are happening, that it's, you know, but I want to say that I think that they're coming to you in other ways. I think that you feel like brushes of like wind come past you and stuff, and those are spirits. But the dryer, I'm not getting that that's a spirit. The front door, jury's out on that. I'm not getting one way or the other on the doorbell. But I feel like that you do have spirits around you that may be the souls of the people that you cared for, you know, just coming in to say thank you. You know, I'm actually sensing one specific older gentleman. Older gentleman, yeah. So I'll give you that, right? So, oh, Delia says the front door was another person. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. The front door was somebody altogether different. So it's just, you know, you can always ask them. Here's what I want to say about that. You can always ask them. Oh, his name was Hank. So you can always talk to Hank. Okay, talk to Hank and say, okay, if it's you, you can go ahead and play with the doorbell. It's fine. Or, you know, just make up your own rules, because we have say. So you can tell them to do this or to do that, or not do this or not do that. So just so you know. So yeah, so pretty interesting. Okay, so we have time for one more caller probably, if somebody wants to call, 818-835-5885. And yeah, this is so much fun. I love that my chat is up. I'm like so excited, you know. Yeah, so Kathy, talk to them and make, you know, tell them what you want and tell them what you don't want. You can make up the rules. So that's what I do anyway. So I did an event, a DEM with my friend Cheryl Murphy, and we did on Saturday here at my house. And it was really interesting because I was standing there and I kept seeing out of the corner of my eye, I kept seeing a spirit go back and forth and back and forth. And I see this particular spirit all the time. And I don't know why, but it keeps, and I'll always do the, you know, I'll look to the side, and I just, you know, it makes no sense. But it was funny because I'd be in the middle of a reading and I'd go, but yeah, I had so much fun doing the demonstration on last Saturday. It was so much fun. I'm going to do another one soon. So if you're in the Southern California area, please feel free. Please follow, you know, or go to my website and check it out and see what you can. Yeah, see if you can make it, because it's always so much fun. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a couple of questions that I have been getting about what it is that I do. How exactly do you connect is a big question that I've been getting, that I have gotten, and here's the deal. How do you connect? It's every medium is different, and that's another question that I get a lot is like, are all mediums the same? No, we're not. And that's what is so cool about what we do, right? Because I never have a problem with, I really never have a problem saying, you know what, I really don't think you and I are a good fit, but you know, go to my friend Cheryl or go to my friend Ed. You know, I mean, we switch back and forth, because maybe you just don't vibe with that person, or maybe that person connects in a different way and you just understand it better, right? So How do I connect? Personally, how I connect is, and you know what, it's so funny because it usually happens kind of quickly for me. What will happen is that before I do a reading, I'll sit down and I will start to meditate, and I will start getting stuff. Like I will open up my chakras and I will start getting stuff. Like I'll see a face, or I'll see a cigar or a pipe, or I'll see kids playing in the front yard, or I'll see swimming in the ocean, or I'll see a scene. I see a lot of scenes. I see a lot of pictures, and more times than not, Spirit, what they will show me is a picture, right, or a video, and I'll see this picture and I'll describe the picture, okay, and what will happen is they will go back through and they'll look for a picture, and then all of a sudden it's there, and it's that picture that they saw, and it's what it is. It's Spirit highlighting that picture. They must love that picture or whatever, I've seen videos before. It's crazy because I'll see, when I say videos, I guess I should say it this way. Like I will see, I remember one time I saw, it was like a family picnic, like a reunion or something. And I saw picnic tables and I saw people sitting and the adults sitting here, and I feel like kids were playing there. And it was so cool because I had this whole thing going on. It was like a day of fun, and this lady was like, yeah, that was our family reunion, and we did it every year, or whatever it was she said. I don't even remember what she said, but it was so prevalent in my mind. And what was cool was that was kind of one of her memories, which I just thought was really cool, that Spirit would show me that, oh goodness, something fell in the other room. Anyway, did you guys see me jump? That's what happens when you're talking Spirit or whatever, and then all of a sudden something will happen and I'll be like jumping. So at any rate, and then I wanted to answer that question for you, and then I wanted to show you guys again. Oh, actually, we have one last question I can do. I can't pronounce your Katayun. Tell me something about my dad. Oh, is your dad in spirit? Oh, bless his heart. Let's see, what am I getting about your dad? Am I picking up your dad? I actually see somebody, I'm seeing him quite tall, although when I say tall, pretty much everybody's taller than me. But I feel like that he was tall, and he wasn't slender, but he was fit, okay, and tall. And I feel like that his face was, and I don't know if this is your dad, but this is who's coming through right now. But I feel like that his face was rather chiseled, right? And I'm seeing a chiseled sort of face. And I feel like that people were a little bit scared of him, but he was like a puppy dog, he was not scary at all once you got to know him. And it's interesting because, yeah, I have the same feeling about my dad. My dad, who is in spirit, like people used to, like the kids on the block would be like nervous around him, but he was like a puppy dog. He was like so, relaxed and so sweet, but that's what I feel about, and I don't know, Katayun, if that is your father, but this man just feels like he's like the nicest guy. He feels like he's just a sweet, sweet man. And I feel like that there might be another daughter. If this is your father, I feel like that there are two daughters that he has. So yeah, so I'm seeing two daughters. So I don't know if that's correct, but there's just a lot of he's just a nice man, and he is completely fine on the other side. I'm not seeing him with any ailments or anything. Like, he's not showing me how he died. He's not showing me any of that. He just wanted to kind of forget it, I think, which is the case sometimes. So it was really kind of interesting. So yeah, so that would be just like a nice guy, and sends love. He's coming in and I'm feeling love, so I want to send you the love, right? So okay, so I want to actually give you guys one last quote for the day, and then I'm going to wrap it up. this quote just came to me because I really wanted something that sort of summed up. I wanted something that sort of summed up my show for today and what I wanted to talk about, okay? This is an Eckhart Tolle quote, and this is what he says: to realize that you are not your thoughts is when you begin to awaken spiritually. So again, it's that human. Our humanity is our thoughts, right? Our humanity is our thoughts, and our spiritual life is our spiritual life. So we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. It just, it feels right to leave it on that. I wish you all the best for the upcoming week. And, you know, it's all okay. All of your emotions, you should never feel guilty. I feel so guilty about how I feel about things sometimes. But you know what? I'm learning not to feel the guilt. And I'm learning to feel what I'm feeling, but send love. So I'll leave you with guys with that. I love that you guys are with me. Thank you so much for being here today. I loved giving the readings out. And until next week, everybody have a fantastic week. Take care.
Thank you for watching Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert.